be connected.
Okay. Awesome. George, thank you so much for streaming this because now sometimes I just watch you on the big screen. It's funny, y'all, because you can, I don't know if everyone knows this,
Be
but
connected.
because he's streaming it, you can put it on your TV,
Hmm.
like just on YouTube.
That's
And
right.
then so you can watch it on the big screen.
That's right. And if you put our channel in your favorites, it's gonna tell you when the recording is ready, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we and then it's like we are the superstars of the movies, no?
Yes, you are. I feel like I'm in the movies. It was so fun. Well,
Oh,
welcome.
okay.
Welcome,
Good night.
everyone. We're excited. We're so excited this morning. You heard that Christine, myself, Shannon, and Elizabeth, we were up early, early on the global call, and I was so excited to represent as I said to George, to just represent our group and what we all do together, because it really is all of us every morning together sharing and sharing with each other. And, last night, Nilbert, was gave me like the energy to get up this morning and get going. But wasn't Nilbert fabulous last night? I just want to say he just, always has so many great, important things to share. You can tell that he was a leader in our country. Can you guys tell that? Like, not just a leader in three, but he was a leader of our country. And thanks for that, Nilbert, last night. So, okay, so we want to know what's going on. Does anyone have anything to crow about? Anyone have anything exciting to talk about? I know I'm hoping that Mary jumps on. I have someone that I would love for her to share what she did yesterday, but anyone else? Anything to share? Well, I do want to say congratulations to Shannon and her team. And wasn't she amazing this morning? Some of you may know, and she'll never toot her own horn. So I get to do it. But Shannon has supported so many of us for years and years and years. She owns a company that is like a virtual assistant. It's not her by herself. She has a big company with a lot of people, and she has supported and made a lot of us look good. So this morning was a very special moment for myself and a lot of us, Shannon, because now she's always been in the background, but it's time for her to be in the front and on stage. And so, Shannon, just real quickly, just tell us about this morning and
Yes,
the
sir.
experience this morning.
It was amazing. I loved
Oops.
What happened?
Oh, I think
it was amazing. Sorry.
we keep muting people
Okay, I'll
coming.
watch it. One more time, three times the charm. It was really amazing, and I really thank you guys for having me, but really featuring also Elizabeth. I think, our whole team is really powered together, and we've created a lot of great friendships. So, but I love the stats. I'm into the number deal of it. And so I'll just reshare those numbers with you guys
Please.
real quick. And it's just sharing, right? Sharing is caring. I'm always telling my people this now, sharing is caring. So
Mhm.
we had 166 since January. Our team is 166, our little tree. And we named our little tree Blue Jays after my brother. He passed away from COVID and his name was Jay. So if you ever wonder why are they calling themselves that weird bird name,
Mhm.
that's our little name. And so 166 people, and I know he's throwing these blessings my way, but 41 of those are my LV1s. And well, Eric and I have to tell you, I know he's not on here with me. He doesn't do this. You'll see him at events. He loves events. He's an event guy. But he not so much a Zoom guy, but he's often sitting in the chair listening to everybody. So 41 are the LV1s, but then when we got to, I looked up Elizabeth's stats, and her stats were even more incredible. I mean, mine were from January, but her stats ran March 1st or March 4th was her first person that she enrolled, and she had 51 people, and 21 of those are her LV1s, so almost half, right? So I think that's kind of a key indicator is like your LV1s. I mean, we have a goal in this house not to be below 15 a month. We're running a little tight this month, um, but that's our goal. Like 15 people we help introduce these products to and help their families. And we're pretty philanthropy people anyhow. We do a lot in
Yes.
our community, but it just gave me a sense of really wanting people to get healthy. So I thank you for the
Yeah.
time to
No,
speak up
thank
to
you.
that. But
Did you guys catch that? In her house, meaning her husband, herself, her, that includes your daughters or
yeah, the girls, yeah, they're more support. Like they do a lot of helping me with my texting out to my whole team and keeping our communication going. But not, I think that communication system every morning of letting people know about this call, keeping it keeps
Mhm.
people tied to me.
Yes.
And even downline, it keeps people tied to me. So even people past my LV1s are calling saying, "Hey, can you help me with this?" Or, "Do you have this flyer?" Or so we're kind of, and it's literally takes me 3 seconds. Boom, it's out in the morning. So I love that I have that system. But the girls, anyhow, it's a little bit of them. They're like definitely cheerleaders for me, and
Yes. I
they've
agree.
built our 5-step program, and I just, but they don't live in our house. But it is really like they know our goal too, though.
Yes.
Everybody pretty much knows our goal.
Yes. I wanted you guys to hear this because it is a family affair. It really is a family affair. Her husband is amazing. On top of cooking, doing all the work, he jumps on Zooms. He brings people if he needs to. He shows up. They are the cutest family. They remind me of, I don't know if you guys love it or not. I love Schitt's Creek, but that's who they remind me of. Like everybody in the town knows each other and loves each other and does things for each other. Every time I speak to someone, oh, I'm the mayor. Oh, I'm the printer. I'm the librarian, but they all live in the town. And it's the cutest thing ever. I miss that. We talked about New Jersey. I miss that. The East Coast is that way. It's not like that in Dallas, but it is a family affair. And Shannon sets the pace by saying we are going to personally have 15 people. You guys know this because she's been number one in getting new people from the company, her recognition. But she's taking the initiative. But then what she does is she filters it down to the core three. So then she says to everyone else, okay, now it's your turn to get your core three. And then she empowers her people to do the same thing. And Shannon has been working a lot. I'm going to talk about I am successful because that's the theme of this morning. I am successful because what you don't know, yeah, I'm loud and crazy, but Shannon is just as loud in the inside. She texts her people every day. She tells her people what to do every day. Not tells them what to do. She shares and she listens and then they adjust. I think that's the beauty of it is that they
I
adjust to
adjust
whatever
too.
works. There you go. Go ahead, Shannon.
I adjust too. If
Yeah,
somebody says something to me, I adjust to what my people tell me. And so I've learned the skill of listening and taking that in and going to what they want or need. And so I think that's a key piece is hearing what they have to say, and I hope I'm doing that for them. I really do because I'm trying. Every
I
day
know
is.
that she is. um, and no, Shannon, I know that she is, and I know that Shannon also talked about this. They're doing their own presentations because, you're being yourself. Who are you? Like everyone, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. People just want you to be authentically yourself. Like, who are you? I mentioned this morning, some people say, Antoinette, you always wear a hat. Number one, I don't want to do my hair. Like, y'all don't understand the black girl thing, but I don't want to do my
You
hair.
be you.
But the second reason why is because in other platforms, not just platforms, but when I worked in corporate, I couldn't be myself. Like I couldn't wear a hat. This is my husband and I, we literally wear hats all the time, t-shirts. We like to wear shorts and I put a little dazzle with it, but I couldn't be myself. But in this platform, it says I'm successful because 3 allows me to be myself. My those of you coming to convention, when my sons came to convention, they wore shorts, they wore t-shirts and a hoodie. And no one looked at them like they were weird. Like no one cared. It was the cutest thing ever. They were just being themselves. So don't feel we tend to dress up a little bit more because we come from a culture that does, but it doesn't matter if you want to come in a suit or if you want to come in shorts. Just go to the convention. You get to be no one's going to look at you like you're crazy. We're not that kind of company. We're the kind of company that you can be successful being yourself. So I think that's exciting. So before I dive in, was there anyone else that wanted to chat about anything?
Can I, hey Antoinette, can I chat a little bit?
Of course, of course. Go ahead, Caroline.
So George, thank you for last night. I'm back in California. So just to give you a share a little bit, my dogs got outside with my all together, and I was moseying along with his, in front of Adrian and George's house, and I ended up becoming friends with their neighbor. And it turns out that their neighbor, they hadn't seen in a year, next door neighbor. I ended up, smoozing with them. And it turns out they came over to their house last night, and I had to get on a flight, and I became a Texan yesterday. So I got to celebrate. And we had a big party because poor Adrian was in New Jersey. We were having so much fun at George's house. And I think we're going to be enrolling them, right? Or I am. And then I got it on an airplane last night at midnight to come home. And then I ended up sharing with the pilot because his wife has a lot of problems. And all I did was share. And it's amazing. And I don't know how I got all the energy, but I came home and I don't think I went to sleep. I maybe slept for 2 hours. I back up and I realized I have to get on this call because I like the energy from all of you guys. I mean, I've been doing this platform from the 2 platforms before, but I'm not a network marketer. Well, I love what I do, and I do window coverings. That's my main business. But this is where I'm getting my residual income. I love the people, and all you do is share, share, share. I don't know, George. I just thank you again, and I think we had nothing but cakes because I had to celebrate for my being a Texan.
Oh, I love it.
But I'm in California, and I go to Hawaii tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, thanks, George.
Is that not amazing? How much fun is that George's neighbor? But I think it just goes to show, be yourself. And you know what? You were walking the dogs, right? So you were happy already. Like whatever makes you happy, I believe that each of us can do whatever makes us happy. And you're going to just meet people. You're going to meet people because you're in your happy place. I am always happy when I'm in Target. I'm always happy because I love to shop. So I'm going to meet someone if I'm in Target because I'm always happy in Target or Costco because I get to spend money. So thank you for sharing. And as simple as walking your dogs, you can meet someone. So I'm excited by that. So I want to share with you guys the training today is I am successful because I think sometimes people think, wow, this person's successful because they're loud and crazy. I want you guys to know, especially to my family, I'm annoying sometimes. I just want you to know, my husband's like, can you just not talk until I brush my teeth? I want you to know that. So that's just how it is. So you be yourself because you are going to be successful however you are. I was explaining to Christine, one day you guys will get to meet my daughter, and I am so proud of her. She is finishing up her PhD, but when I tell you the opposite of me, she does statistics because she doesn't want to talk to people. Isn't that crazy? But when it's something she believes in, she's successful because when she's around people that are like her. And yesterday, she met a young lady who is from Africa. And I was telling Elizabeth that my daughter called me all excited because she connected with her because my daughter loves to travel and she loves being international. And she says, Mom, people that are from Africa are so worldwide travelers and they speak so many languages. And she said to herself, she's, Mom, I'll be successful hanging around this person. You see, my daughter's super duper quiet, but when she's around someone, she feels that way. And I go, oh, I have my own international person, Elizabeth. Yeah, yeah. So it's exciting. So I want you all to write that down. I'm successful because. And this is a training that I received from the Pink Company a long time ago. So I just want to kind of go over some of the things where I want you to write it down yourself. I want you to share it with your upline. But one of the things is I'm successful because I found the life that I love. I have been encouraged enough to live it. Oh, guys, I am so loving what I'm doing right now. And I never thought that would happen again. For some of us that are older, it happens when you get older. I remember having little kids and working really hard and thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to be able to do this? Working full time. So I understand some of you with your little kids. Number one, kiss them because they grow really fast. Then I remember saying, and I loved what I did at J.C. Penney's. J.C. Penney's today, retail stuff, but I loved it. Then when Christine introduced me to freedom and flexibility with the Pink Company, I loved what I was doing then. But still, I was still not able to truly be who I wanted to be. But in three, guys, I am successful in this platform because I wake up and I'm like, whoa, this is so amazing that I get to. Like, I want to know from you, what do you get to do? I am living a life that I love. I don't have to work every week this hard. I want to. Like, I want to do it. So I am successful because I have the will to win. I have the will to be an active participant in the victory. So, what does that mean? I am so attached to this movement. Like, isn't it exciting? How often do you get to be in a new company where 5 or 10 years down the road, you say, I was there when we were in a little room. I was there at the first convention. I was there, and I'm going to do a video a little bit later, but I will say Shannon is six, and I know there was a lot of people that helped me get to elite. I always tell my old, you're the original OG, but I want you to know that 2 weeks before convention was when Shannon enrolled on my team, and I said, you need to go to convention. How many of you have the courage? 2 weeks before an event, or let's say a week before an event in North Carolina, a week before an event in Dallas, a week before an event, wherever you are, that someone's new and they enroll, and you say to them, you have to be there. See, it makes a difference because Shannon caught the vision, which made Kathy come to, I really believe, Austin. Kathy caught the vision. Kathy was such a key part in the explosion. And then it all just kept going. So it's the whole thing. Are you in the mode of winning? Do you feel like you're part of a company that you're building? So I'm successful because I know that I play a part in 3 International being a successful company. I'm a part of this movement. I'm also a part of a movement that I never thought I'd be a part of, believing in supplements. I'm different than most of you. I did not believe in supplements. You heard me say this. I thought they were witchy. So I believe in it. Okay, so I am successful because I have the ability to produce outwardly all the talents and gifts that I possess inwardly. I want to say this again. I am successful because I have the ability to produce outwardly all of the talents and gifts that I possess inwardly. Yes, I always say I'm an outie, but I tend to have on my team a lot of people that are inward. And so this past week, the majority of my people that are inwardly were the ones that pushed me up, that kept me going. There's no difference between those that are silent and loud. It's just the way you communicate. Shannon communicates through text a lot, but she'll pick up that phone, trust me. And she'll tell you what happens. But you guys see my girl Glennis? She's my girl. She's my rock. I have Ashley, who is so busy. I mean, she's the one. You guys know my Ashley that is just really into health and wellness and building. Here's another thing I loved that Caroline said today. In this platform, we support you in what you're doing. We support you in your business and where you're going. It is not just 3, but we support you. You have to figure out your place, but we all support you. But my group knows Olga, Glennis, they're the original OG, Donna. They are quieter than I am, but they were there the whole time. So this company allows you whatever's inside to come out in your way. I am successful because I live the life I want, and I want the life that I live. I live the life that I want, and I want the life that I live. I want some of you to understand that I've been in this for now. My anniversary is May. In May, it'll be 23 years that I took the leap of faith into networking. I was so into corporate, y'all. I thought you only made money if you were in a corporation. I didn't grow up like some of you who, owned your own business, or like I love Keisha, who is one of my 3 stars. She always owned her own hair business. I didn't have that. I went to a corporate job. Everyone around me, we all wanted to do corporate things. And I remember people saying, "Are you crazy? You have a secure, listen to this, you have such a secure job at JCPenney." They couldn't see the future, y'all. They didn't see the future. They couldn't see the future. And they would say, "You have 3 kids and a husband, and you are going to leave? The only thing that's secure is yourself." I want you guys to understand that. Because as you know, we had a knucklehead come to JCPenney's who destroyed the company and laid everyone off. Everyone off. This is what happened to JCPenney's, but who would have predicted it? It was almost 10 years after I left the company that happened. The only secure paycheck is you writing it yourself. I want you to know that. And so all of you can live the life that you want. And when I say live the life that you want, I'm successful because I live the life that I want. Did I reach every goal that I wanted? Maybe not. But in the process, I was happy, I was having fun. That's what I want all of you to do, is whatever you want. And that want is different for each and every one of us. What we like, what we want to do. My husband, that some of you have met, all he wants to do is fish. All he wants to do is sit in a boat and fish alone with no one. But he also wants to have our home paid off. That's our last step. That's his, you can say you want to make $10 million. He's like, I just want to pay off my home. Whatever makes you happy, that's what is success to you. And I know I'm running out of time, so I'll go through some of the important ones. I am successful because I know that God gives me the ingredients for my daily bread, but he expects me to do the baking. You want to hear that one again? I know that God gives me the ingredients for my daily bread, but he expects me to do the baking. Oh, I have that highlighted so many times. I have to remind myself that he does give all of us everything, but you got to step up. You got to do it. He expects you to make it happen. That's right. Time to make the donuts. And it's the funniest thing. We're all different in our faith, and I respect everyone in their faith. And I love that in this platform we can talk about it. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, but the beauty is, for almost 20 something years, I've gone to a place where I don't really know many people where I've gone. And now I've met someone who introduced me to someone, who introduced me to someone, who introduced me to someone at the place that I'm the most comfortable. Every Sunday, believe it or not, I'm very quiet. It's the only place that I'm quiet. And this, all of us know that, I love the Pope, and, his passing is a beautiful thing because I know where he is. But some of you may not know my favorite place is kneeling. It's kneeling at a church. And so I'm telling you guys this story because I believed that those that didn't go to a quiet place and kneel, yes, I'm Catholic, that the rest of you were never praying. You were just singing all the time. That's what I thought. But through the Pink Company, I was introduced to a non-denominational church. And I want you guys to understand this. I went to a non-denominational church and I'm like, oh my gosh, they pray. The reason I'm telling you this story is it ties into 3. My whole life, I didn't believe in supplements. And then I got introduced to 3 and I'm like, oh, they really do work. They really work. But what I want you to know this is because I'm successful because God has taught me to listen, not to be closed-minded. I want to end with this. Don't be closed-minded when you meet people. We're so different. We are all so different. I was different, thinking that I had to kneel and be quiet. And now, y'all, I am dancing in the aisles every Sunday. I didn't believe in supplements or alternative medicine but you guys know my story. Ashley said, you know what? I know you don't believe in this, but I love you. And during COVID, she made me listen to her, and I was open to listening to her. I also didn't believe in another platform. I said it. I want you to hear this. I didn't believe in another platform. I didn't believe that there could be anything close to the family that I grew up in with the Pink Company. And I still love that family, but I was wrong. I am successful because I was open to listening to Christine. I was open to saying, oh, maybe there's something else out there. Maybe there's something else that I could be doing. And so I want each of you to just write down, why are you successful? And it's different for each of us. But why are you successful? What makes you successful? What gets you going? I believe that, Mary, I don't think Mary's on here, but yesterday, one of my brand new BAs, she went to her dentist, and hopefully I'll get her to come on tomorrow. She went to her dentist and she warm chattered and she spoke to her dentist. I was running around the backyard, Christine, the same way I was running around the backyard the other day. I was running around the backyard. I was so excited for her because what makes me successful is each and every one of your successes. Every little thing, even if it's just going to a dentist and speaking to someone new, even if for the first time you're trying supplements and you call and say, Antoinette, I tried supplements. Even if my new girlfriend, who Cheryl, is she on here? At convention, oh, Tracy, there you are. Tracy, at convention last year, she became my friend. We sat together and we ate together, and she sent me the sweetest message. And she says, Antoinette, I can't wait to be together again at convention. I am successful because of you. That is why we are all successful. Success doesn't happen by yourself. It happens together. And so I just wanted to share that with each and every one of you. And your success is going to be different because it's what makes you tick and what makes you happen. So this is kind of like an affirmation. I'll share it with George and Adrian. And I want you to know that I have things hanging up in my bathroom to remind me you always have to go to your bathroom. But I have things hanging up to remind me of these things. And the next 8 weeks, we are going to share so much of everyone's success. And your success, core 3. Your success, I spoke to someone. Your success, I did my presentation by myself one time. Your success is you're coming to convention and you're bringing one person, or you're coming to convention and you're bringing 10 people. I don't know, whatever it is, I am successful because is what I want you guys to think about this week. So thank you. And let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Thank you very much. Amazing, amazing call. And well, you have so many nuggets, and that's why, by the way, you became an elite. And I told you, you have already the base for going to 4-star in the next 8 weeks. Definitely, it's amazing. One of the things is that you create your own economy, basically, something that you said you don't depend from somebody else. And that's so important that we have to keep in mind. And that's one of the cool things that we can create our own economy in this business. The other thing I love that what you say, God give us the ingredients. Now we still have to bake it and create it. And all of us is the same, by the way. She doesn't have more ingredients than you have or that I have. We have the same ingredients. Now we choose if we want to cook or bake, whatever you want. But thank you very much. It was an amazing call. And tonight, by the way, at 6 o'clock, we have the Spanish call, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern time. And tonight we had the Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, if you want to know more about the product. By the way, I love this call this morning. I always get so excited when I see all the people all over the country. And one day we are going to have 500 people here. And then I have to extend it because I can have up to 500 people in this call. But we are going to have more. But thank you very much, everybody. Have an amazing day. And again, great job. And thank you, Shannon, for you sharing. It was amazing too. Thank you very much. Have an amazing day, everybody.
Great, Antoinette.
Thank you.